I'm your host of the Most Locum 23. You're joining me for Veil of Secrets, Chapter 13, Under the Bed. Let me see if I'm getting this right. This is the same line I use at the beginning of every book. You went unauthorized to interrogate the lighthouse keeper, Nikolai Petrov. Yes, but you have to understand, a whole lot of evidence pointed right to him, and no one else was going to follow up on it. So you confronted him and he was gunned down by Deputy Duffy. Yes. Nikolai, he didn't make it. That seems like a major development, especially with all the evidence you found at the lighthouse. It was. But what we found there was just the tip of the iceberg. Ah, as the lighthouse turns. Hope you're all having a great day as we wait for this to go away. No matter how many times you tap, it just won't. You, Naomi, and Flynn stand in silence at the Birchport Marina, each lost in your own thoughts. Grant is down on the docks in the middle of the commotion. Behind you on the waterfront, sirens blend in with the catacomb of voices centered around the police boat. Duffy is there, trembling, watching as EMTs wheel away with Nikolai, his body covered with a sheet. God. You alright? No, actually I'm not. I keep thinking about Nikolai. Yes, I keep thinking about myself too. It's not your fault, John. Duffy pulled the trigger. I know, and if Nikolai really was a killer, then maybe he deserved it, but it just doesn't feel that way right now. Seeing a guy shot right in front of you? Of course you're shaking him. Grant comes running up. You look chipper. I know this might come off as a little strange, considering everything that's happened, but I have good news. Really? What? Duffy managed to collect some of the evidence from the crime scene, including this. Grant holds up a small plastic bag. Inside you see a tangle of shiny red. Octopus mask! Cthulhu, is that you? Wait, is that my mask from WoW? What the hell? Kate couldn't remember Kidnapper's face, but she did remember a red octopus mask. I mean, it adds up, right? 2 plus 2 equals our killer. But am I missing something? This is good news because no matter how much Hornby preens and struts, there's no way Judge Winters will ignore this. With this evidence, I'll be able to clear Kate's name in no time. What about Walsh? Won't he, I don't know, pull some crap to screw this up for us? Let him try. With all the evidence we have now, any jury would see Nikolai killed the Sterling brothers, not Kate. You have a point there. What's wrong, Naomi? You don't seem excited. I don't know. Something about this just feels off to me. Be honest, John. Do you really believe Nikolai did this? No. Seriously? I'm with Naomi. I can't shake the feeling that there's more to this story. Even if there is, we have to use this. For Kate. I agree, get her off, but I digress. Wait, we're forgetting something important. The stuff Nikolai said up there, about his past and all the things he did, about something under the bed? So he has secrets. So what? I hear you, John. There's definitely more to Nikolai's story. But for now, the evidence pointing at him should be enough to get Kate out. I think we need to focus on that. True. After all, it's not like Nikolai's around to stand trial. If you can get Kate out of bail, Grant, you might be my new best friend. Don't celebrate just yet. We still have actual hearings to get through. Luckily, I already called Judge Winters, and she agreed to convene on an emergency session tomorrow. That must have taken some serious convincing. It did, but it was worth it. Wait, tomorrow? As in, like, 6 hours from now? We should probably get some sleep, or at least, try to. Yeah, good luck with that. You glance down at the marina in the direction of your B&B, and the street looks dark. You still feel skittish after everything that's happened. It sure would be nice to have someone to walk with. I'll ask Naomi. Hey, Naomi, would you mind walking me home? I'd be thrilled to. You say goodnight to Flynn and Grant and set off down the street with Naomi. The two of you stroll down the empty marina, the calm night air cooled against your skin, the boats gently rocking in the waves. Soon you make your way into the downtown section of Birchport. How are you holding up? I'm alright, just processing it all. Seriously, it's been a hell of a day, huh? Probably even more so for you. I mean, all this a day after getting fired? That's a lot. True, but I don't know. For so long, being a police officer was my whole identity. Now that I've lost my job, it's weird, but I feel more sure of who I am than ever. That actually makes a lot more sense. One thing I know for sure, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I'm going to find out what actually really happened. And I'm not leaving this town until Walsh is fired. Hell yes, and I'll be by your side the whole time. She turns to you with a grin. You're something else, John. I try. You're around the corner and soon you're just outside the entrance to the B&B. You linger there for a moment, staring into each other's eyes. Oh, without diamonds? Kiss, Naomi. Before you can second guess it, you lean in and kiss her. For a moment she seems surprised, and then she relaxes, leaning into the kiss. The kiss is tender, sweet, lingering. After a few seconds, she pulls away. Thanks for walking me home, Naomi. And for everything. I don't know how I do this without you. Happy to help, John. Always. We're back to Love Hacks music, so it must be all happiness here. You wake up bright and early the next morning to get ready for Kate's emergency bail hearing. Laid out on a tray at the foot of your bed is a delicious-looking breakfast. Where'd this come from? You spot a slip of paper next to the coffee pod. Dear John, I know you have a big day ahead of you, so I fixed you some eggs and coffee. There's an outfit hanging in the closet I know you'll love. Well, I do thank you for the eggs and coffee, specifically the coffee, but let me guess, the outfit's... P.S. The coffee is full of whiskey. Okay, now I'm upset because it's coffee that's whiskey instead of being coffee. Oh, Miss Harlena. You make quick work of the eggs and coffee, then try on the new outfit. Oh, me. Serious? I am so tired of this woman's peddling bullshit on me.
Here, you should really try on this outfit. It's really great. You want to buy it? There's 25 diamonds. Come on now.
I love you, Miss Harlena, but I'm sticking with my own clothes.
You sure? You want to buy it?
You slip into the courtroom just as the hearing is beginning. You spot Kate sitting at the defense table next to Grant. You give her a little wave, and she waves back. Hey, John. Over here. Over here? Over where? Over there in your underwear. You spot Flynn and Hilma sitting together. They have saved you a seat behind them. You slide in gratefully. You look over at the other side of the courtroom. D.A. Hornby is scowling deeply. Chief Walsh is sitting just behind him in the gallery, beat red with rage. When aren't you? Okay, Emerson. What's good enough to bring us here at 7 a.m.? Your Honor, in light of startling new evidence discovered last night, I'd ask you to reconsider your ruling on Kate O'Malley's bail. I'd like to call Deputy Jeff Duffy to the stand to help give the evidence the proper context. I'll allow it with great and abiding curiosity, Mr. Emerson. A haunting, trembling Duffy shuffles towards the witness box, reluctantly raising his hand for his swearing in. Deputy, could you please tell the court what happened last night at Birchport Lighthouse? Certainly, sir. I mean, Grant. Mr. Emerson? Just pick one. Shut the hell up. You're not even supposed to be talking in a courtroom. You sit the hell down on the pew and you shut your goddamn fat mouth before I shut it for you. Order in the court. Right. Sorry, Your Honor. No, literally, shut the... yeah, sorry. I'm... Okay, goddammit. I actually feel bad for him. Let's just say, just say for a moment that he is actually a good kid. He just done screwed up. And he made a bad call last night. Even though he's a complete dumbass. Let's just say for a moment I feel bad for him. I do. I legitimately do. We all screw up. None of us are perfect. And he's not this evil mastermind that people keep fanficking him as. I actually feel bad for him. Me too. He's always been his own worst enemy, but at least most of his screw-ups were private. Not this one. He doesn't seem to have any friends or family. He's all alone. I mean, look around the gallery. Is there anyone here for him? I guess not. Deputy Duffy, can you tell us what happened last night? I had a report of a boat driving recklessly in the storm, so I went out to investigate it. When I arrived, I found Nikola Petrov intoxicated, pointing a gun at, well, you, Flynn, Naomi, and John. I believed you all in immediate danger, so I shot Petrov. Gasps roll across the gallery. Chief Walsh lets out a long sigh. I never meant to kill him. Of course not. Sometimes things happen in the line of duty that no one intends. Yeah, exactly. As far as I'm concerned, you're a hero, Deputy. You saved our lives. Oh, I see what you're playing at. Blaine leans over and whispers in your ear. Grant's lying and on a little thick, don't you think? Just a tad. Mr. Emerson, as interesting as all this is, I fail to see the relevance to Kate O'Malley's incarceration. As a witness to last night's events, it is my assertion that Nikola Petrov is guilty of the murders of Bryce and Tanner Sterling, and that he kidnapped Kate O'Malley. Murmurs of surprise bubble through the gallery of audience. Your Honor, I'd like to introduce Exhibit A in evidence. This red octopus mask was recovered from the lighthouse. Kate O'Malley testified prior to its discovery that she recalled a red octopus in connection with her kidnapping. I'm happy to call her to the stand to confirm this, but I'd like to introduce her sworn statement as Exhibit B. Grant offers Kate's written statement to the judge. She looks over it with obvious interest. Flynn leans over to whisper, "Shut up, Flynn!" Do you think Judge Winters will buy this? Maybe. Like Grant said, it's enough to cast reasonable doubt, at least. On the other hand, we only have Kate's word about the octopus. Let's hope she thinks about that. That's enough. Judge Winters takes her time in examining the exhibits while the courtroom waits in tense silence. Finally, she looks up. I'll need 24 hours to review the evidence and come to a decision. The hearing is adjourned until 3 p.m. tomorrow. A testimony and a mask, and you want to... What are you, hoping Sterling's will give you a raise in the meantime? Naomi nudges you, smiling. I think Kate's gonna get bail. Really? Winters is a good judge. She's tough but fair. My hunch is she's always wanted to grant bail, but she needed a good excuse. I hope you're right. The three of you make your way toward the defense table. How you holding up, Kate? I'm alright. It's just a lot to take in. Nikolai always seemed like such a nice guy. He tipped well, he never got handsy. It's hard to believe he could do that. True, but you can't really trust anyone. No, that's not true. I trust you. And Grant and Flynn and Naomi. I said anyone. We're talking about specifics. You've all been here for me through this, and I'm incredibly grateful. But on the bright side, it looks like I might get bail after all. I can't wait to be back in my own apartment, to sleep in my own bed, and to pour myself one hell of a drink. With any luck, we'll be buying you that drink before you know it. Kate says her goodbyes, hugging everyone before the bailiff leads her away. So I guess the only thing left to do is wait? This is gonna be a long 24 hours. I suppose I could use the time to polish my resume. You do that. I've got people to see. The two of them hug, and Grant Oh, excuse me, hug you and Grant goodbye, leaving you alone in the courtroom. Thank you for everything, Grant. You're a damn good lawyer. I like to think so. Listen, I don't know if you have plans, but my family owns a cabin out in St. Louis Island. I was gonna head out there to unwind a little. I was wondering if you wanted to come with. Let me guess, 20 diamonds. Are you asking me out on a date? No, I'm asking you out on the best date. 30! Oh, shit, I undersold them for once. No. If I was a female, sure. I just need a hot bath, a bottle of wine, and a good bingeable TV. That sounds pretty good, too. He gives you a quick hug and heads out of the courtroom. As they keep shoving love interests at you, you head to the restaurant near the lighthouse for lunch. When you're finished, you head back to your B&B for an uneasy night's sleep. Whatever happened to, hey, do you want to just hang out? Not Netflix and chill? You step out the next day thinking about how to burn time before the hearing. And find Flynn waiting outside. What are you doing here? I wanted to talk. Oh, suspenseful music. Last night I couldn't sleep. I just kept thinking about Nikolai and how he's connected to the Sterlings. And what he said, it just didn't add up. What do you mean? Nikolai clearly knew the Sterlings pretty well, but I know everyone who works the docks. None of them remembered him ever being around. Maybe he worked them off the books? Something personal? I had the same thought. I started asking around and I learned something pretty surprising. What? Nikolai has this old drinking buddy, Sammy Jasper. He told me that one night, and Nikolai had a few too many shots and started getting sentimental. They kept going on about a secret love, the one that got away, the woman of his heart, forever. And eventually Sammy worked out a name out of him, Margaret Sterling. No way. They had an affair? Ew. Nikolai, I thought better of you. Apparently, Sammy had some pretty choice things to say about it too. But what does it all mean? Damned if I know. It looks like we have these puzzle pieces, but they just don't come together. Should we tell someone? Tell them what? That an old drunk swears Nikolai had a fling with Margaret Sterling? It does sound pretty flimsy when you put it that way. Still, we can go do some sleuthing on our own. The memorial for Bryson Tanner is tomorrow downtown, or today downtown. And the Sterlings will be there, which means the manor will be empty. If there was something going on between Margaret and Nikolai, I bet we'd find the proof there. Let me guess, for diamonds. You want to break into their house, snoop around, on the word of and I quote, an old drunk. What, you got something better to do? Hold on, let me think. Nope, there's no good movies at the theater. A Deadpool 2's out. I'm gonna see you later, Flynn. You're insane, Flynn, you know that? Haha, kinda my brand. Oh, not for diamonds, okay. Tosses you a helmet and the two of you climb onto the motorcycle. Before long, he rides down a dirt road, stopping in the woods behind the Sterling Manor. Sure you're down for this? Honestly, I'm looking forward to it. Hell yes. Nothing gets my blood pumping like a little breaking and entering. I thought I was supposed to be the outlaw. You must be rubbing off on me. Rubbing. The two of you head towards a service entrance at the rear of the manor where you spot a young man smoking a cigarette. Must be a member of the staff on his break. Which means he probably left the door open behind him. You and Flynn lock eyes. You wink. Help! Help! There's a wild animal loose and it's attacking me. Dear Lord, what is this beast of nightmares? Are you being serious right now? The young man runs over to the edge of the woods, obviously concerned as you and Flynn sneak over to the door. Okay, I'm done. As soon as you get inside, you duck into a side parlor. Flynn grins at you. The beast of nightmares? I thought you were supposed to be a writer. I lay off of me. I was improvising. So, any idea where Margaret's room is? Actually, yes. You retrace your steps from your earlier visit, stopping at a pair of heavy oak doors. I think I saw her come out of here. But just as you reach the entrance, the door at the end of the hallway swings open and the housekeeper walks out. Hurry, hide! You hurl yourself into the room. Flynn right behind you. He bangs into you, and the two of you tumble onto the carpeted floor with a quiet thump. Ow! Flynn lands right on top of you, his face inches from yours, but neither of you dares to move. He whispers, Sorry. Is that a gun in your pocket, Flynn, or are you just happy to see me? God damn it. I'm face palming right now because I had to do it. You remain still, listening to the footsteps in the hallway. After what feels like hours, you hear them pass by, then continue on down the hallway. You can get off me now. Please? Right, sorry. Every fangirl in the world's going, oh, no, keep going. Flynn rolls away and the two of you stand up. Immediately you realize you're in the wrong room. This place looks like a really masculine and gross. You and Flynn both say the name at the same time. Bryce. Bryce. Well, since we're here, we might as well look around, right? See if Bryce was hiding anything. I think we should. It's too risky. Even though we've already broken and entered, went into 3 different rooms. Alright, yeah, break it. Nah, too risky. We don't have much time, and I doubt Margaret stashed any evidence of her relationship. Oh, as I sneeze. Excuse me. Of her relationship with Nikolai in here. Good point. You walk down to the far end of the hall, where you spot another pair of heavy double doors. This must be Margaret's room. You quickly slip inside. It's immediately clear that you're in the right place. Jeez, it's fit for a queen. I feel like I might break something if I look at it the wrong way. Anyway, where shall we start? Remember what Nikolai said? Under the bed. You both drop down on all fours and pulling up the luxurious coverlet to peer into the dim space beneath the bed. There's nothing here. You're just about to stand back up when you notice something. Does that tile look off to you? Definitely. Maybe there's something underneath? You pry at the raised corner of the tile, and it easily lifts away. In a shallow recess beneath it is a manila folder overflowing with papers. Sterling's records. 25 years of it. Whoa. What is all this stuff? It's the Sterling's company's financial records. These go back decades. Okay. The two of you flip through the pages scanning the information. I'm no accountant, but the 1985 numbers look really big. That's putting it lightly. The company was on the brink of bankruptcy. And then 1986 rolls around and they're doing way better? Wow. You pull out a page shipping records. A few are circled in bright red, but the descriptions are in some kind of code. I'm not sure what that says, but all the shipments circled were from Russia. They're on this one sheet, but nowhere else in the official records. Wait, I think I might know what this means. That they were getting illegal shipments from Russia? I'm all ears. There's always been this rumor that back in the 80s and early 90s, a lot of drugs came through Birchport. I always figured it was a joke, just a lot of old-timers trying to make their lives or sound more dramatic, but what if? The Sterlings saved their family business by getting into a different kind of import? And if they were importing drugs, they'd need a liaison to organized crime. Someone to sell the supply, aka Nikolai. He was their middleman. That's how he knew him. Pull out a container, inspection record, the same identification number as the red circled shipments. The contents are listed as textiles, and at the bottom is Chief Walsh's signature. He must have been in on it. Wow, Chief Walsh is dirty for 20 to 30 years, you don't say. He's not just their stooge, he's their partner in crime. It makes sense, doesn't it? That's why he's so invested in making sure that no one goes digging into the Sterling's affairs. God, all their talk about importance of their family, all Walsh's self-righteous crap, it's a lie. They're all criminals, all of them. Wait, what's this? You pull out a letter written by a hand in a feminine script. There's a kiss mark at the bottom, the lipstick long faded. Is that a love letter? I think so. Listen, it starts out, "My darling Piers." Guessing it wasn't from Margaret. "I'm writing to tell you how much I love you, how much I yearn for you, how I hunger for your touch." Definitely not Margaret. "I know that soon you'll leave your wife and join me, and we can at last begin our life together." Holy crap. It must have been a pretty serious affair if she thought he would leave the family, and there's a date. 1993. Jesus, this entire family can't keep it in their pants. Wait, there's more. "It is with great excitement, but also fear, that I tell you this news, my love. I'm pregnant. We're going to have a daughter." Holy Mother of God. It's signed your devoted Alanis? Probably a code name. Alanis? The only Alanis I know is in Birchport is the one who... Wait, hold on. Hold on, let me think about this. Maybe it's a letter she's using to blackmail the husband. Or just something she's holding on to. Hear a click behind you. "Don't ever say that name in here again." Aren't you supposed to be at a big thing for your children? You spin around to find Margaret in the doorway. She's aiming a shotgun at your head. Okay, alright. You need to put it down. You need to... I mean, clearly we're not gonna die. We're the damn MC, but... if only, right? Excuse me. Well, that was anticlimactic. And we know Flynn isn't gonna die. Come on, let's be honest. We know Flynn ain't gonna die. We know Naomi ain't gonna die, and we know Grant ain't gonna die. It's goddamn Pixelberry. They ain't gonna kill no love interest in this book. I'm calling you out, Pixelberry. You won't do it. You won't do it. You won't pull the Walking Dead. You won't be like, you know what, I'm gonna kill one person that you choose and then kill the complete counter opposite. You won't do it. You would actually be a goddamn good agency of book writing if you actually did shit like this. Like, one, when you go to a chapter, you should not be able to scroll left or right and see what next week's shit's gonna say. That's number one. That shouldn't even be enabled till the day before or the day of. Two, come on now. Who didn't see Margaret coming in? Who in their right mind didn't see Margaret coming in? And then next week, guess what? It's gonna be, she'll put her shotgun down, she'll start talking about how much she loved Nikolai, but something happened, or she had a tandem affair with Nikolai because of something happened, or, and then, you know what, hold on, what chapter are we on? This is, hold on, let me double check here. I just gotta double check. We're on 12, so 13, we've got 2 more deaths. There may or may not be someone die next week at the very latest chapter. Chapter 15. Another death. Okay? I'd say next week, but like I already predicted that last week. So, meh. Without further ado, I hope y'all did enjoy. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for you on YouTube. Remember, you can always watch live when the content does come out on our Twitch channel. There's a link down in the description. And also, there's links to social media, our Discord, and a few links to support me and my content down there as well. And without further ado, what did you guys think? Did you enjoy? Did you not? Are you getting tired of the forced love interests? Are you getting tired of all of it? I know I am. But, I got some people that were like, nah, Grant as a love interest, as a female, So I got some people who were like, anti-Grant? Flynn, yes, I'm sure. You know, again, fangirl moments for girls who are on, oh, two guys, oh, yes, please. I don't know. I know women who that's a thing, so, you know. Um, Without further ado, thank you all for tuning in. If you'd like, I'll be streaming later this evening. You can always come in, tune in, and say hi, or just drop by, or watch it. Until then, peace out.